Hello and welcome back to another video. Excuse the mess in the background. I've just moved into my new house, which I'm so happy about. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I made a 6-month sober video and I got a comment by Ashish Chetri for me to do a video about the steps I took to quit alcohol. Okay, it's been about 10, 11 months now. If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. It's about why I quit alcohol and how society, especially English culture, revolves around alcohol and how it was hard to break free. But I didn't really say step by step how I quit alcohol. And this is not that video, by the way. This is a different video. So before I make that video, which I will, I just wanted to say, because I saw in the comments, all of you are on this journey with me. There's so many people on this journey with me, and it was such a nice comment section where everyone was picking themselves up, saying nice comments to me, motivating me, and then getting motivation from me. And it was just lovely to see. That's the kind of community I want to build on this channel. So thank you to all of you for participating in that. But I don't want to sit here and say that I haven't slipped up on this journey. I want this channel to be filled with honesty, and for me to sit here and say that I haven't had a single sip for those months is a lie. It's a lie. I've slipped up, and I think we can all learn from my mistakes and what I did to deal with it, okay? But I even mentioned it in the last video as well. In the first video I mentioned it as well. I slipped up. I said I slipped up. So it's about overcoming it and what the reaction should be. You know, you've done so well to get this far. Do not tarnish what you've done, what you've created, what you've built, what you've put in towards yourself. Do not tarnish it. Yeah, if you do slip up, it's not the end of the world. It is not the end of the world. The reaction is what makes it the end of the world or not, okay? A little slip up is fine. The problem is you count your streak, right? Oh, I've gone so many days without drinking. Oh, I've gone so many months without drinking. I've gone so many years without drinking, right? And then when you have that sip, it's like you've destroyed everything. It's like it's all gone. Like everything I've done, it doesn't matter anymore. It does matter because you've had the willpower to do it all this time. Yeah, you showed yourself that you can do it. You literally showed yourself that you're able to go so long without drinking it. So it does matter. But having said that, you do need to be firm and disciplined with yourself, all right? You can't just sweep it under the rug and say, oh, okay, whatever. You also can't sweep it under the rug and say, oh well, it doesn't matter. You have lied to yourself, essentially. If you're doing what I'm doing and you don't want to have anything to do with alcohol, then you have lied to yourself. You promised yourself you wouldn't, and you did it. If you're dishonest with yourself, how are you going to be honest with other people? How are you going to be true to everyone around you if you cannot be true to the person that you're with all the time? I think I did it in a controlled manner, like I mentioned in the previous video. Controlled manner. It wasn't really an issue. It wasn't a problem. But if you don't catch it when it's not a problem, when it is a problem, it's really difficult to put that to bed, right? It's really difficult to put that bed. So you can't just say, oh, I was good. Yeah, I handled it very well. No, because you're opening a door for more of it to happen. Yeah, you're opening up that door. But at the same time, what could happen when you do take that sip, if you do have a couple of drinks, is that you feel like you've destroyed everything. And then the way you talk to yourself is so important, because it is natural to start berating yourself. It's natural to think you're not worth it. Oh, I'm not good. I can't quit alcohol. Oh, I've messed everything up. I hate myself. All of these thoughts might come flooding into your head. And then it's really important that you do not feed them. You need to be stern with yourself. Okay, you fucked up. You have to be honest, you fucked up. But what are you gonna do about it? And this is something that has naturally come into my mindset as of late of the last year, is that when stuff happens, when things happens, this wasn't premeditated, by the way. This is something that just naturally came into my head. I don't know why, but when something happens, I ask myself, what's my reaction gonna be? What's my reaction gonna be? Because you have one of two choices normally. One choice will lead you down a huge path of suffering where you revert back to your old ways, or another path is that you brush it off and then you keep on going. Yeah, and it's normal if you do make a mistake and you slip up, you feel that anxiety, you feel that, you feel like you let yourself down, and you have, essentially. So what is important is not to run away and get overwhelmed by it, but feel it. Yeah, feel it, because you're meant to feel that way. If you slipped up and you've lied to yourself and you've done something that you said you wouldn't do, you're meant to feel that way. So feel it. Yeah, I feel bad because I've done this. Now I don't want to do it again. I don't want to slip up again. I don't want to make the same mistake again. This is how I feel right now. Take it in. Because if I do it again, I'll be feeling like this, but even worse sometimes. I was lucky this time, right? It could have been worse. It might feel bad for a couple of days and then get back on it. Love yourself, really, really. Don't beat yourself up about it. Do it in a way that is loving. For example, if your friend, your family have slipped up in the same circumstances, what would your reaction be like to them? Would you start berating them? Would you start saying you hate them? Would you start saying they're good enough, not good enough? Would you start saying they're a failure? No. So why would you do it to yourself? There's no reason to do it to yourself. You need that arm around your own shoulder. I don't know how that works, but you need your arm around your own shoulder and really just push yourself back up into the space that you were in before. And that's really important. You spend all of your time with yourself more than anyone else. So this is why I practice meditation. If it's something that's not for you, then it's not for you. But the reason why I practice meditation is to cultivate that mindset around my thoughts. Because growing up, I think I've had very negative thoughts about myself, or filled with anxiety. So for me, it was very important to start cultivating the right kind of thoughts to get confidence, to not just go with my impulses, which is alcohol, for example. Going out on a weekend and not being able to stop drinking is one of them. The way you talk to yourself, the way you think is very important. So just be conscious of what you're doing. Just think, what's my reaction gonna be? If you are on this journey with me, just remember that you're doing so well. If your journey has been anything like mine, your life should have improved dramatically. Health-wise, body-wise, mindset-wise, everything, even financially, it should have improved. And you should be so proud of yourself for getting this far. So if you do slip up, brush it off. Go again, brush it off. It does not matter. Yeah, it does not matter. It matters for that moment. Feel it, and then let it go. Let it go and go back to what you were doing. Go back to your path. It doesn't matter what people say. Yeah, you think you broke your streak, and I gotta tell people that I've broken my streak. You can tell them if you want to. You can say, I slipped up, I fucked up. Okay, yeah, but go back to, I don't drink. You don't have to start saying I drink now. It's not finished. Yeah, and this is something that is consistently gonna, there is no destination to this journey. There is no destination. It's just something you have to do. It's just something you're gonna do throughout your life. If your goals are the same as mine, to completely quit it and never drink it again, it's just something that you're gonna do your whole life. So there is no destination. There's nowhere to reach. There's nowhere to go, but just to consistently live like that, which is one of the hardest things, because you've quit alcohol, right? That seems like the destination. No, you have to keep going. It's the same with the gym. I've started the gym, I've got a good body, but if I don't stop, I'll lose everything that I've done. So if you slip up, if you don't go to the gym for a week, you just go back the next week. You just carry on. That's it. And if you're doing it properly, you should learn from the mistakes that you made, because we're human, we make mistakes, and you say, okay, this is what I did, that's why I did it. For me, it was just impulsive. There was no reason. I didn't want to. I didn't even want to. I just did it without thinking. It was just a lack of concentration and lack of consciousness, I would say. There was no reason at all. So just remember, if you just learn from the mistakes, if it was a setting that made you do that, if it was certain people that made you do that, then you don't need to be there. You don't need to go with them. Yeah, just make sure you're putting yourself in the right place. But yeah, well done to everyone, and I hope this video helped you. It's also helping me as well, you know, to talk about these things. And like before, if you want to comment, if you want to ask me what kind of video I want to do next, please comment. And it was lovely to see that atmosphere in the comment section. I've had bad atmospheres as well. If you've seen the South Asian representation video, I got mullered in the comment section. So it was nice to have this in this section of in that video. So yeah, I don't mind getting people angry with me. I don't know them, right? So why would I care? But I was trying to do something good, but everyone came for me. But it's fine. It's fine. So stick to your journey. Doing great. Keep your head up. If you slipped up, don't worry. Let's go again. We're all in this together. So yeah, if you like the video, smash the like button. And if you want to see more of this kind of content, I said I'm going to do a video about how I actually quit alcohol, what steps I took. So yeah, please subscribe if you want to see that. And obviously I'm doing the travel videos as well, which I'm not sure if anyone's liking, but I like making them. So I'm going to continue doing that, and I hope you watch them as well. So yeah, as always, stay blessed.